Hello everybody, my name is Salty and welcome to another video on my channel. Today I'm doing something a little bit different than usual, and I am making a set ideas video from the season 7 of the Clone Wars TV show. So today you shall be seeing some ideas I had for sets and concepts that people have made online, and two of these people that I am showing off their work in this video are BrickWizard59 on Instagram and VaderFan_2187 on Instagram. And those two are very detailed and very good mock builders. So yeah, I think that they made very good sets, and I think that showing them off would be quite good. So if you do like this kind of style of video, then leave a like and hopefully comment to see on something I could improve on. This is my first time trying to do this, so would appreciate any tips and pointers. So the first setup we have here is the Republic gunship. The last Republic gunship that we did get in LEGO minifigure play scale size was in 2013, and that was the episode 2 version. So I think a newer Clone Wars gunship would be a very good addition to, the Clone Wars wave. There is a UCS gunship coming soon, probably 2021, so this set probably won't be made. But if it is made, I think it will sell quite well, because the Republic gunship is a very much loved ship. The next set up is the ATTE. Now this set was also last seen in 2013, and it is seen in the Mandalore arc, especially in episode 11, I do believe. It gets a good appearance that you see on the TV show. So I think it is very very nice to see that, and I think that a more updated ATT would be good. They might release one next year due to us not having one for 7 years, and also the fact that the ATT is very well. It's always well received because it is sold quite a lot. Now I think that this set should include probably Bo-Katan, Phase 2, Captain Rex, or Commander Rex as he is in this arc, and also probably some 332nd Clone Troopers and some Death Watch Mandalorians, and maybe even a couple of Mandalorian Super Commandos or Darth Maul's Mandalorians, whatever they're called, or supposed to be called. I think the last time they were seen was in the Mandalorian Speeder set in 2013, and they were called Mandalorian Super Commandos. The next set that I think should be made out of the Season 7 of Clone Wars is a Mandalorian Starfighter. The last Starfighter from Mandalore that we saw was Pre Vizsla's Mandalorian Starfighter, and that was released in 2012. Now I think this set would be a more updated version of that set, possibly including some light grey instead of white, and it can also include Bo-Katan, Gar Saxon, some Mandalorians, some clones maybe with jetpacks, who knows. Just something included in that set. Now the next setup is something that we've been receiving every year for the past 2 years, that being 2020 and 2019, is a Duel set. Now these Duel sets were previously seen as Duel on Starkiller Base and Duel on Mustafar, so I think a Duel on Mandalore set would be probably the way that LEGO is going to go with these sets. So the Duel on Mandalore set would of course only include 2 minifigures, and those being Ahsoka and Maul in their Season 7 outfits. I think this would be a very good and cheap way to be able to get these 2 minifigures in a unique way. So also included, there should be like this little throne room, maybe even a action feature which allows you to push Maul out the window and have him cut the wall, which you could be doing with cheese slope studs and like something that pushes out, which could be done with LEGO. I mean, they've done harder to do stuff, so I don't see why anything like that could be a problem. From the finale of the Clone Wars Season 7, they did have the 501st Y-Wing, which I think would be a really nice set to include. It has been a very long time since the original Y-Wing. The last one that was released was in 2009, and it was a good set and pretty good Y-Wing, so I think maybe a slightly updated version for the 501st Y-Wing would be quite good, maybe some new pieces used, but this could include some named characters like ARC Trooper Jesse, of course Rex and Ahsoka, maybe it could include Ahsoka's Astromech R7, I think it's called, but yeah, I think that would be a nice addition to that set, to this list of sets rather. Another set that I think we should get a remake of, but is quite unlikely due to another version of this being released recently, is a Mandalorian Battle Pack. Now, the original one did include 4 Deathwatch Mandalorians, and the new one does include 4 different types of varying colours of Mandalorian with their armour. However, I think maybe a Versus style Battle Pack might be good for this. So the Mandalorian Battle Pack including 2 Deathwatch Mandalorians, which are the blue ones, and 2 Mandalorian Super Commandos, which are Maul's Mandalorians. I think maybe less kind of Versus kind of thing that they're doing would be quite a good idea. You could include like some rubble as like the build. I know that wouldn't be a very good build per se, but I think it would be quite fitting, and I think it would be very good so you can build up an army of normal Mandalorians and more Mandalorians. But that is what I think a battle pack should be made. Now this might be made next year or the year after, but I think, you know, if it did get made, it would be a very good set to have. Now the second to last set on the list is of course the Bad Batch shuttle. Now this is very similar to Palpatine's shuttle and the Imperial shuttle because, you know, they're all shuttles that are used by the same faction, but I mean Republic turns into the Empire, so I guess they're technically using the same design. I mean they evolve, so kind of the same faction. I mean they're different time periods, but yeah, you get what I mean. So the Bad Batch shuttle would obviously include the 4 members of the Bad Batch. They could also push to include a Rex or maybe an Echo. I think an Echo minifigure would go quite well in that set if they included the 4 members of the Bad Batch, because you can get Anakin and Captain Rex in multiple other sets, so I don't think that including them here would be particularly useful. I mean, it could happen, but whether it would or not is a different matter entirely. And the final set on this list is possibly my favourite set because it is what did inspire me to make this video, and it is the Venator battle set. Now this is obviously a smaller type of playset, and on the Instagram page I believe he says that it would retail for $25 in his eyes, but I see it as more of like a $35 set. And I personally think that it is a amazing design. Now, I personally would probably change a couple of things about the set, such as the Technic pins being used, the cross pieces instead of the actual pins. I think that is probably just the only thing I'd really change. But I do really like the set overall. I like the little Palpatine hologram, the fact that Rex and the other clones are doing Order 66, executing Order 66, and I do like the door. It is very reminiscent to me of Palpatine's arrest and the door that you have there. I think maybe linking them up somehow. I don't know how that would work really, but if they could be linked up so you could just twist one knob and it opened the door. Both halves, I think that would probably be quite a good idea. Now, if this was £25 for the UK, which is where I live, I'm in the UK. If it was £25, I would definitely buy 2 of these and like set them up so you had multiple things. I think maybe even a hallway. So if you made this like an extra, I don't know, $10 or whatever, you included like a little hallway for them to go in, like behind where this door is. But, you know, the way that this set is shown is very nice, and it is probably my favourite set on this list, and the one that I would really actually like to have out of all of them, because, you know, it's, you know, cheap and it looks really good. But yeah, that is it for this video, so I'd like to thank you all very much for watching this video. Don't forget to like the video if you did enjoy it, dislike it if you think that I did something wrong, and of course comment if you think there is something that I can improve. You can also subscribe if you want to catch my content when it is released, but that is all for this video, so I'd like to thank you all very much for watching this video, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Goodbye.